Dr. Ginn, thank you so much for letting me record this.
Absolutely.
And I just want to tell you that I'm very happy that I came just for one session and I had a pain in my left shoulder blade for 3 months because playing a lot of concerts, a lot of rehearsals. And after one session, the pain is almost gone, 90% gone.
Great.
So I would like to ask you, why do you think it's important for us as a musicians to be careful of our body, what kind of exercise we should do, how we can prevent those kind of pain, and if we expect to play like 30 years, 4 years, why is that important?
Well, hopefully you want to play your whole life, right?
Of course.
Yeah, whether you're teaching or whether you're performing, it's really important. And so you have to look at this as a long-term piece of, like, your body is really the instrument, right? The instrument itself is something that you use in order to make the music and do the performances that you want to do, but your body is really doing the job. And so when I give presentations to music groups, I always talk to them about how you need to really consider yourself just like an athlete would. You're doing different things and doing different types of movements, but yet you're doing a lot of the same movements over and over and over again, depending on what your the instrument is. You know, if you're a string, and even in the strings section, you're going to have some that are using their arms up here, some that might play down here, some that stand a lot, like a bassist might be standing behind their instrument or on a stool, which is a different posture than a cellist or somebody who's playing with an instrument where that has a chin hold on it. So what you want to be able to do is like just kind of change your mindset as thinking of yourself as more of what I call a sedentary, meaning you're sitting a lot, to like you're actually being active and you're doing a lot of repetitive motion.
For example, one of the general pains that musicians has, I'm talking about violinists in general, is always neck pain, shoulder blade, and lower back.
Yes.
Because I remember, and I was one of those too, when I was younger, I used to play like this.
Yeah.
Like a shrimp in the chair. And now I wonder to myself, I ask to myself, how could I play like that? You know?
Right.
Because if I want to play an opera for 3 hours and I'm like this always, there's no way that I can support my body. And
yeah. Luckily, when you're young, your body does a pretty good job of healing itself pretty quick. It's still growing. You recover really fast. And as you get older, you know, as you get into your 20s, the body just doesn't recover quite as quickly. And so sometimes when you're young, you haven't been taught the right posture, right? Most of the school systems when you're young are just like seeing if you can even make the notes, right?
That's
Let
true.
alone actually. And your also performances and your rehearsals are much shorter. And as you get older and more mature and more experienced, you start rehearsing longer times. Your performances are longer. And so you really have to take care of how you stand, how you sit, just your overall what they call the ergonomics of how your performance are. And I know that in a lot of universities, they'll even have specialists that will come in and teach you specifically for your instrument the best kind of form that you use in order to get the most out of your performance, as well as giving you some longevity. So as far as posture in general, it's important just because your body is designed to kind of sit in a certain way, regardless of whether you're playing or not. It's more comfortable than, erect with your shoulders back and things like that. It's designed to be that way. As we start to do this, then we're putting extra pressure on our joints, our ligaments, and our muscles that will cause stress over time.
And I have another really specific question, showing by example. For example, when we play, this is the orchestra chair, right?
Right.
We play, and always we are told to people always say that you need to be in the front of the chair, right? This, and always playing like that. I think after 1 hour, even 1 hour and a half,
right?
I feel a lot of pain here.
Yes.
So, is that a healthy posture?
So,
Like this.
right. I definitely think so when you're playing. What they're trying to do is you move to the front of your chair, and just so you know, like I played the trumpet in high school and college, so I'm used to the position you're talking about, and also rehearsing on the front of your chair. And what it does is when people have a back to lean against, they tend to oftentimes like slouch into the back of the chair. Also, let's be honest, most of the performance chairs are not very ergonomic.
Yeah.
They're kind of like fold chairs that they open up, and they're not really designed to put you in a good upright posture. And so I think that's why a lot of times we're instructed to move forward. Now, I do think that when you're not actually playing, it's good to give yourself a little bit of a break. But we also do find that as we, like, I'm going to say, settle into that chair and the posture that chair forces you into, it does give your body a break for a little bit. But I will tell you, the better thing would be to do some stretching and exercises and things that will allow you to have the endurance you need to be able to support that for longer periods of time. And